Hi guys, it's me Karen. Welcome back to my channel. We're working on this picture here from the Disney Dream Collection book. This is going to be part 4. Yeah, it's taking a while. Okay, what we're going to do today is I got my little gold pen out here, and this is one of those dual metallic hybrid pencils. Or pens. It's a gel pen type. It does gold. Let me see. You can see this paper over here, right? So it does a metallic, shiny gold. And all his little work here that I have to go over, I'll probably have to scribble on here too because I'm going over pencil. And sometimes this doesn't work over the pencil. Just kind of go around. You know, like I said, sometimes it doesn't go over the pencil terribly good. There we go. It's really hard to see these because I colored over them. So, try not to get my head in here too far, but kind of have to see what I'm doing. Something like that. Okay, I'm going to put some up his sleeve here. And some down. Okay. And he's got a little gold ring here. We're going to put it on. She's got one here. And her earring. So since I'm putting glitter down, I might as well stick it on those areas. And I don't think he has much more gold on him. Nope. But we are going to sprinkle a few of these little dots in her top up here. So I'm just putting it down and dotting like that. Okay. Can barely see it, but it's there. And we're going to dot it in. And then dot some down in this area. In the flowers. Okay, now I did put in little stars here to add a little bit of interest in there too. These are very small little dots, but I can tell they're there. I'll show it to you in a minute. Just gotta get them in here. There. So if you hold it up, you'll be able to see hopefully some of the sparkles that are in there. And it just gives it a little more golden look to it. We're going to put some here in his pants on this side and up here. There we go. Okay. Just wanted to show how I was doing that. Now today, I think we will work on hair, fur, and skin. So we'll start with her skin. And I will get out some skin colors for that. Yeah, you'll have to hold on. So just okay. I grabbed the skin tones I have in here. So we have light flesh, medium flesh, some cinnamon, brown ochre, and Syrah umber. You got to remember her face is not terribly large. Neither is the rest of her. So I'm going to start off with the light flesh here. Also going to erase any areas in here that got a little yellow or gold or whatever on them. So we're just going to start off here with the light flesh and lay it down all over her skin here. We will be going over it with different colors, but we need a base coat down. I'm going to move you down too, just so you can see it a little better. She's awfully small. And she has an ear in there somewhere. And be careful not to pick up any of that blue and get it in there. She is wearing gloves, so that's a nice thing. Okay, we're going to get a little of the medium flesh here. No idea why she has a line there on her neck. Okay, now we're going to throw in a little bit of a raw umber. Give a shadow up here. I'm pretty sure this is hair here. Okay, now we're going to put in a little, what did I just put down? Did I put down brown ochre or a different color? Well, we're going to put up some brown ochre. If I used it before, I'm using it again. Okay, back with the light flesh color. I'm going to have to sharpen it. It needs a bigger point than that. Oh, well, It'll need to be sharpened just a bit more. Okay, got it sharpened. Put that on. She's got some pink cheeks, so we're going to go in with cinnamon here. Okay, and a little medium flush there. That'll pinken her up. Okay, looking for a little eraser. Yep, I am. Here it is. Okay. Clean the tip off of that. This is a Mono Zero eraser teeny point here. I think I got it a little dark in this area, so I'm going to erase a little of that off. Give her a highlight in her cheek, the tip of her nose, and then just kind of very lightly run that across to everything. And I find if you do that very gently in this book, it blends those colors together pretty good. She has really dark red lips, so I'm going to put a little Indian red on them. Like that. Just a touch of that over here too. What color are her eyes? I guess she has brown eyes. I think I'm going to take a little bit of that white up here on her forehead. Okay, brown eyes. So we're going to go in with a walnut brown. Boy, do we need a sharper point than that. This is not a very big space at all for eyes. A little bit of brown, and we'll go in with a tip of I'll find it, the green gold. Okay, we have eyes. We're going to take the Walnut Brown and go in and give her some hair here. Don't quite understand these little thingies here. It looks to be a curl here and just some hair there. Okay, then we'll go in with a I'll go in with the green gold. Put that up here at the top. There's a highlight coming from somewhere. And then we'll sharpen up a brown. I've got burnt sienna here and I need a sharper point. Come on. There we go. Okay, then we will get in a little bit of brown ochre. A little more of the walnut brown. Okay, a little light color here. We're going to go in with dark Naples Yellow, if I can find it. There we go. And that needs to be sharpened. Okay, then we're going to bring in a tiny bit of Caput Mortem in there too. Now because this is so small, you're not going to get like hair strokes you're going to get in a larger picture, but we can try to get a few in there. Gonna color her eyebrows in. Okay. Then we're going to take a little bit of Posca. Just little highlights at the top. We're going to let those dry and then we'll come back in with a little bit of color. And color those up. We're going to do that too. Okay. Now, while those are drying, I think we will, if we can find a black pencil that I can get really sharp, do her eyelashes and shadow in her eyes a little bit. We'll need a light blue for that. So I'll grab that too. Tiny eyeballs. Okay. Blue goes over here. The tiny bit. Okay. Can't brush that. We're going to darken. Give her a little bit of an eyelash line. Darken her pupils. And Posca, where to go? We're going to try to put the tiniest little dot in there. She's looking up at him, so there we go. Now on those, go really light. Get that one colored in. I'm going to go in with the raw umber. Take a little black. Gonna accent some of that hair coming down. There we go. I think that looks good enough. Sure. I'll probably work on it. Erase a little bit here, push a little more color in here. Her earring doesn't show up, but we'll have to and this is a Nouveau pen. It's just a little darker in the gold coloring, so we can give a little shadow work here. Maybe we'll throw a little of that in here too. Nouveau glitter marker in golden ochre. All right. His fur. all sorts of shades of browns, yellows, golds, and anything but skin color. So let's see, we can start off with kind of the golden tones. So there we go. What have we got? Light yellow ochre. Up on his eyebrows, on his nose. Lip here, cheek, and part of his ear. Okay. Darker than that. Gonna go in with a little green gold here. Just add some touches. Mostly out of his shirt. And we'll bring in darker still, and this is brown ochre. I may be getting rid of those lines, but he's darker, so I might be able to go in with some black. This is the lower lip. And this is all his little fur. Okay. This is pulled back into a ponytail. Okay, darker still. Not quite that dark. Going with a little burnt sienna. Okay. Sorry, I'm not talking. I'm just trying to get the shadowing decent in here. The hair kind of goes over his ascot area here, which is all this down in here, and a little bit going up here. Darken up his hands a little here too. Nope, he doesn't have a thumb over here. I was wondering if he did. Got our little in her shoulders, in her shadow. This is the burnt sienna. going to go over it lightly. Okay, and then we're going to bring in we're going to go in with a little brown ochre here. Again, lightly. Do that on his foot too. I don't know if you can see his foot, but we're going to throw some color down here. And into his tail. Just so I have the same color down there. Okay, I'm going to bring in some walnut. And there we go. I think that's all the darky areas. Alright. Okay, I'm going to erase just a little few things here. That's a black line, I have to get rid of it. That's his cheek here, and we want it highlighted along with this little mouth here. His little teeth have got to be pretty white. Okay, I'm going to take a little Posca because this fluff should actually come up, and we're going to white out some of that black line there. And get our fur going in there. And then the same with the eyebrows up here. We're going to get rid of some of that. This line here. The same with the line going up that way. Okay, then we have our horns. I don't want this line. That one's okay, but this one's just too curved. Don't want that one either. This particular book, I have a feeling this Posca pen is just and a really good addition. We'll take out this one too. It just doesn't need to be there. Neither do these lines on his nose. I think they're supposed to be highlight nose spots, but I kind of know where they go. And then the teeth, we're going to whiten that line there. So they'll stay white. Okay, anything else here? I don't think he has such floppy ears. Okay, we're gonna let that dry. Okay. Now let's work on his little horns here. Since I think I got that nice and dry. It's kind of dark. Those areas, they are horns, right? I'm hoping. It's been a long time since I've seen this movie. I'm using the Walnut Brown, if you're wondering. And his ear is barely even noticeable here. So that line there shouldn't be so prominent. I don't know if the horn is in front of his ear, behind his ear, added to his ear. On the other side, I cannot tell. So here's where we're working. We've got the horn here, and then we have this little ear. We don't have much in the back, and they are trying to give me a huge back. This looks to be just like a little ear that comes out that way. So we're just going to darken in this area here and darken that and make the ear come out a little smaller in here. So we'll darken that area into that corner of the fur. We're going to cut in some fur lines, and my kitty cat just got me to trim his toenail. Okay, this fur line needs to go in this way too, so we're just cutting it into the fur. This one seems to go back in this direction to his ponytail, I would assume. So we're going to make it do that. Ear and horn are going to mix here. And then this is going to be pulled back into the ponytail too. Okay. Black. Gonna put in some little tiny hairs here. Gonna darken that a little bit more. I don't know, that hair's going to bug me. We'll skip that for a little bit. We'll draw some lines in over here. Anybody know what color his eyes are? I think they're blue. Okay, I want to kind of get rid of this line too. It makes him look like he's tired. He's supposed to be having a good time with Belle here. So I'll get rid of the bags under his eyes. Kind of add a few little lines in here too. And I know they're eyebrows, but we can color those in. Just double checking. Horn. Okay. We can go down here. Bring some fur across here. Gonna darken up his nose a bit. Okay, we're getting there. It's taking a while, but we are getting there. Walnut brown again. Okay, red. What is this one? The burnt sienna. Tiny bit of red in there. Go in with the light yellow ochre. Okay, now what I'm going to do is get a few of those colors that I had in the gelatos. We'll see what these will do up here. This is a little hazelnut. Smear those around a little. Get a little nougat. Tiny bit of the, do we have an orangey color? I don't know, I have to look. Not those. We have orange soda. I wonder if that would be too bright. But I'm gonna go get it. Find an orange soda. You're turmeric, you're not orange. Where is orange? Oh, that is bright if that is it. Orange soda is like neon. Oops, sorry. Don't know if I want a neon color. I mean, that's really bright. It gets a tiny bit of, yeah, crumbly stuff. There we go. Tiny bit of that orange on his cheek. It is quite orange though, so tiny bit of it up there. The rest of that is kind of yellow, so we can throw a little back here. A couple of dots and see what we get. And then I got some turmeric, which looked kind of a good color here to add in there. Try not to get that in his tooth. Okay, then we're going to go over it again with pencil. Let me move something here so I can get, sorry, my book to move. This is light yellow ochre. Okay, we're going to bring in a little eraser here. Make sure it's clean. I'm going to pull a little line there, bring out his eyelids a little more. Oops, we don't want to take out our white there. I've got a little dark in here, so I want to pull some of that out. I think I'll use my electric eraser just because I don't have to do so much work with it. Okay, I'm going to pull out some hair up here. pull some of that color off the eraser. I think I'm going to have to get rid of that line. Okay. Shouldn't be rubbing my hand across it either, but such is what I do. And we're going to bring in we'll bring in the Siena. And we're just going to go in and accent some of those lines that we just put in. Need to get rid of some of these lines. That's what I feel like I'm doing the whole book. Okay, a little darker up here. Okay, this lip here needs to be a little redder. That line's gotta go. That line's gotta go. And I don't know why they had to put a line here, but they did. Let those dry. I don't think it's dry enough, so I can't go over that yet. So we are going to have to let that dry. We'll work on his hand while we're letting him do his thing up there. Sorry, watch. I'm not talking much. I'm so sorry. I hope you're all doing well. I put a little yellow in here too, just to play off of everything that's on there. Oh, that's white. Okay. I think my guy's a little furrier than that guy. But that's the way it goes. I think I'm going to get a little distress ink too. I got a little tool in here. That one's a good one. There we go. And we'll get some other color too. We're going to put a little vintage photo in here. Get it on there and kind of smoosh it around. Make sure it's loaded down with some ink. Put it in some dark spots here. Throw a little of that in his hand too. And we're going to throw that down here in his leg since I've got it out. His tail. Little hand on that side. That's enough of that. We're going to color his eyes blue. Give him some personality here. What do I got? Intradone blue and a little highlighted. We could have got enough room in his eyes here. Okay. And I don't know if we do. Black. And a little dot. Might be a little big, but when they dry, I'll go around it with a little black. Just like on hers, to make hers look like their inner eyes and not floating outside of them. Throwing a little depth in her hair here, which I'll probably be doing with his too. Gonna let it dry a little more. We can work on his little tail down here. I'm going to throw in some extra brown in here, darken it up. This is the burnt sienna. This is where the shadows would be in his foot. I don't know what color his toenails are. They look to be black. And he's got furry feet, and they gave me a solid black line there, so guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna take it out and make fur there, and fur over here. And probably on his toes. So we don't look at the black lines. Some more of that out, and whatever this line was for. There we go. I don't care for that curve there either. Okay. We'll double check him up here. I'm going to put a little more white just in this area. That's his ear. I gotta lighten it up so I know it's there. Getting him highlights. I'll be going over all that with pencil. Just those areas I thought got a little dark. Okay, I'm sorry this is taking so long, guys. I'm going to throw a little caput mortuum in his fingers here. Darken it under her fingers. I think that's all his sleeve, so we're not going to mess with that. Put black in his nail beds here. The caput mortuum on his other finger. are going to have to go over her glove. And her dainty little fingers. So I'll just go over that with the Naples Yellow. Put a little of that on his lapel there. This one is the light yellow ochre. Just to darken those tips up. We'll also throw that in his hand. As far as I can tell, his hand isn't as fluffy as his head, tail, legs. So we're going to kind of leave it that way. Get some more of that color out of there. And we're going to take some of this color out of his fluffy sleeves. And I'll show you what we're going to do with those. So we're going to take the Posca and do little tiny circles out here. Ruffle his sleeve up. Make sure you go over all that black. Do the same thing over here. Can't go too crazy because I don't know what's out here, and I'm going to have to go over that when I get to that portion. But we want that all fluffy. We're going to do the same thing with his, whatever you call this little guy. We're going to color it gray though first. I know we have a lot of brown in here. We can erase that out. Okay, we're going to take in on these light areas that I put in there. We're going to go in with the light ochre. A little bit of brown ochre on the just beginning tips of them. And we're going to outline his eyelid a little bit. He's got some eyelashes here too. Go around the blue part of his eye. Just adding a darkness to the white tipped areas, just to define them a little more. And a little bit of yellow ochre in here. Take it right up. Do I have an orangish colored pencil out here? Just going to give him a little bit of a blushy tint to his cheek. This is dark cadmium orange. It's going to brighten up some areas here. Bring some of those colors to life. And then we're just going to touch up this eye right over here. Very, very, very light color in there, the green gold. I want it there, but I don't want it too much there. So bring in a little eraser, just right there. Lighten that up a little bit. A little black. think he has a little extra white in his eye in the other pictures, so we'll see what we can do about that. And then I'm going to call it because I think I am done for today. Didn't want the blue up there. Doesn't look bad, but I didn't want it up there. I think he looks like a lion. I have to go back in with the black up here. And a tiny bit of a brown on the side here. Yeah, we will be darkening up his coat over on this side, so you'll see that tooth a little bit better. So I'll throw some color in there so you can see it. Yeah, that's fine. I will let you see both pages here. So there we go. I hope you guys are enjoying it. And I'm sorry it's taking forever, but these pages are just a little different. So yeah, it'll probably be, I mean, this is 4. I have no idea. I think I'll make a playlist for just this page. I hope you guys are enjoying, and I hope you have a wonderful day. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the little box down below. I'll try to get to them as soon as I can. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Take care, everyone. I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.